someone on a busy schedule, it can be hard to find the time to cook. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you 6 really simple time-saving tips to help you make cooking a whole lot easier and time efficient so you can get more time back into your day without sacrificing taste. So my first tip for making cooking a whole lot more time efficient is to simplify your recipes. So a lot of people get caught up on making recipes that have a ton of ingredients, a ton of prep work, and a long cook time. And if you're somebody on a busy schedule, that's really not going to work for your everyday cooking. So you want to look for recipes that are going to have a few ingredients that are going to have a short cook time but are still going to taste amazing. So my rule of thumb for simple recipes is less than 10 ingredients, not including spices, and less than 90 minutes of active cook time. So this is going to help you make cooking a whole lot easier and time efficient because you're not picking a recipe that is going to take you a lot of time and effort when it comes to prep work and when it comes to cooking. So my second time-saving tip is to make a menu. So a lot of people think that they can just skip this step, that it's not really important, and it doesn't really make a big difference when it comes to saving time in the kitchen. And what you're actually doing when you're making a menu is you're giving yourself a plan for every time you set foot in the kitchen. So you know exactly what you're going to cook and you know you have the ingredients there to make it. And this helps streamline the process so much more than rummaging around through your cabinets, wondering if you have this ingredient or that ingredient, or wondering what you're going to make. Really, making a menu is so much more efficient than not. So my third tip for making cooking a whole lot more time efficient is using cooking hacks to your advantage. So there are some out there that will help you save a few minutes here or there, and there are some that will help you save some serious time. And in my opinion, those are the ones that you want to focus on. My personal favorite is cooking dried beans in 20 minutes. It's something that has helped me save so much time in my cooking routine, and it really has made cooking that much easier for me. So if there's an ingredient that you find yourself using consistently, it is worth it to see if there is a hack out there that will help you save time prepping it. So my fourth tip is to make sure that you have a good knife set. So if you're somebody who's always feeling pressed for time and you're finding it hard to find the time to cook, the last thing that you want to be doing is fighting the things that are supposed to be making your life a lot easier. And when you have to go over the same vegetables again and again to get the chop right, or that you're struggling to cut into something, it not only makes things a whole lot more tedious, it's gonna take more time than it needs to. Prep work is something that should be very streamlined and easy. So making sure that you have a good knife set is something it's simple and it will help you save time in prep work. So my next tip for making cooking a whole lot easier and time efficient is to batch cook. Batch cooking, in my opinion, is one of the easiest and most efficient ways to save time in the kitchen every single week. It's something that is so easy to do, and it really is effective at saving you hours when it comes to cooking. So by making your meals in advance, especially if you're somebody on a busy schedule, it's really helpful to have your cooking ready to go on the days that you need it the most. So my final tip for saving time in the kitchen is to be intentional with your cooking. So when it comes to making food, you want to create a routine that's going to work for your schedule and ultimately going to work for you. So that means finding the right strategies, the right recipes that are going to work for your everyday cooking. And when you start centering your cooking around you, it becomes so much easier and time efficient. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, feel free to give it a thumbs up and subscribe so you get notified whenever I put out a new video like this. And if you're looking for more ways to make cooking a whole lot easier and time efficient, You can check out my guide, How to Create Great Tasting Food Without Spending Hours Cooking. You can find a link to that in the description and in the comments below, and I will see you next time.